So hello students, examination sir par, how are you balancing your life? How is your balance right now between examinations, study, personal life, thought process? How is all of this going on? And if there are students who are viewing this channel or viewing this video right now for the very first time, give me a mention down in the comment section. I would love to give you a shout out in the next video. Well, today I thought I'll talk about balance. Balance is important. I've been getting comments from students trying to understand how to focus on JEE and boards, NEET and boards. There was a girl who told me that sir, career is important, but there is some concerns with the relations that she's going through. So she's struggling to balance between career and relations. I think all of us, children, adults, at every stage in life, we are struggling with something in balance, and balance is so important. You know why balance is important? Because in the center we exist. We sometimes get torn between these two emotions, between these three thoughts, between the various things that plays in our mind. And that's what stops us from being centered. Sometimes it's also because we are chasing dreams that's been given to us by our teachers and parents and preachers and coaches. And that really takes us away from being centered, by being grounded, by being focused, being aligned. Because sometimes we're chasing goals which was not originally ours. They were pushed onto us by the society, and therefore it's not coming from within, it's coming from outside. And that's taking away the fun. Therefore we are working hard. Balance is therefore key. How do you balance it? How do you come in the center? How do you align it? Now, I say balance is important for a very simple reason. And some people support this. Some people will go for balance and some people will argue against it. Some people say that 12 hours of studies is important. I would say no, 12 hours of studies is not important, because if you're going to put in half of your day into something so serious, you're going to be left out with anxiety, depression, fear, worry, and that's going to affect your promptness, your alertness, your decision-making ability. It's going to screw up everything. I would say balance is so important. Hard work is important. Hard work has its place, and hard work is important because to achieve earthly success, you need to work hard to accomplish those things. But I would say, what's the point sacrificing your life? What's the point doing that which is not important to you in a way that it's so important that you lose out the whole fun? And therefore, I would say balance. Balance is so important. You need to study the theory, you need to study the MCQs, you need to also play, you need to have fun, you need to do everything together, guys. If you're not doing that, what's the whole point? You may end up being so frustrated. What's the point of that 90% if you're going to lose yourself? I would say, how do you create a structure now? How do you now begin to create the structure of structures, the practice of practice, the hard work now, in a way that you can preserve yourself, you can preserve your happiness, you can preserve things that are important to you, and yet study hard. Studying hard is important, but putting 12 hours and if you're going to put 12 hours, you should get like a 98%, right? But that's too much of effort. I would say if you can structure that well, if you can plan that well, can you put all of that in 8 hours? Can you put all of that in 7.5 hours? My answer is yes, you can do it. My question to you is, how are you going to find that balance now? How are you going to work that out so systematically that you use it so optimum, so effectively to that? I want you to let me know this in the comment section. Write down, how could you put the 12 hours of book leke betna into 7 hours of super effective studies and still preserve those marks? I want you to let me know that in the comment section. Let me know that, and also let me know, what do you think should the next video be? I want to ask you that. What do you think should the next video be on?